With one click, you can build your new Toyota. Get a quote. Search current special offers. You can even see offers not seen on TV. BuyAToyota.com.
Hello everyone and welcome to Patriots Today. I'm Lindsay Petruni. Outside linebacker has been a position under much scrutiny over the last calendar year. The pass rush was a question mark during the 2009 season, and all eyes were on what upgrades the Pats would make during the offseason. With training camp only a few weeks away, how will things shape up? That's what Brian Lowe is focusing on in the third of our 5 position battles for 2010.
The Patriots had 31 sacks as a team last year. Only 3 teams in the AFC had fewer. That stat is certainly not the be-all, end-all when it comes to the outside linebacker position, but making life difficult for the opposing quarterback wasn't exactly a Patriots' strong suit. That being said, the Pats have chosen to maintain continuity and focus on developing their own players at outside linebacker rather than making a big splash in free agency or the draft. Leading sacker Tully Banticane has re-signed with the team, as has Derek Burgess, forming a duo that should lead the way at outside linebacker. Meanwhile, the rest of the roster at that position is made up of young guys in some type of developmental stage, including Sean Crable and rookie Jermaine Cunningham, and veteran role players Marcus Morrell, Rob Ninkovich, and Pierre Woods, each of whom are looking to carve out bigger roles for 2010. But the biggest roles should go to Banticane and Burgess, who would have to be considered the team's starting outside linebackers. Burgess came over in a mid-training camp trade last August. While his impact was spotty, keep this in mind. 60% of his sacks and 70% of his quarterback hits came over the final 4 games of the regular season, meaning the former Eagle and Raider may be primed to have more of a full season impact this go-round. As for Banticane, his unusual career path now has him under a long-term deal with the Pats as a pass rusher being looked upon to carry a bigger load.
I put pressure on myself every year, and I learned a lot through the years, and I think because I was on a 1-year deal last year, and I had to prove myself, I'm gonna capture that mentality that I had and use it every year.
But the Patriots will need more than just Banticane and Burgess to produce, and really one of the more compelling training camp storylines will be exactly how they find that right mix among their entire group of outside linebackers.
And Brian, you talked about Banticane and Burgess as starters. Who else do you expect to be productive this year?
Well, I think the Patriots are hoping that Sean Crable takes that next leap after 2 straight years of being on injured reserve. And then I certainly think that they hope Jermaine Cunningham can start the development process, but I'm skeptical as to how much of an impact he can have. The one guy I'm really keeping an eye on is Rob Ninkovich. Last year he came in during training camp, kind of like Burgess, and he had a big special teams role and sort of started to carve out a niche on the defensive side. He had 1 sack, but was really a rotational player as a pass rusher. I think he has a chance to take that next leap. I really feel like he'll be in the mix among outside linebackers and pass rushers, and with another year in the system, I think Ninkovich is a guy to keep an eye on. He can have a bigger impact this year than he had last year.
And I actually really like the Jermaine Cunningham pick this year. I think that if he can progress into that linebacker role after playing defensive end in college, I'm pretty confident that he'll fit in very well.
I think they have some confidence in him as well, but we keep in mind, a couple years ago they brought in Jeremy Mincy, also from University of Florida. He didn't pan out. I think it's very difficult for these young guys to come in and learn this 3-4, pick it up right away, but I think Cunningham, from a developmental standpoint, over the next couple years, he can certainly produce.
And are you surprised that we didn't see any bigger names or higher draft picks to fortify the outside linebacker role?
From the standpoint that it was such a big need, I sort of am. But then on the other hand, they have faith in their system. They have faith in their coaching. They also, I think, have faith in what they did on the defensive line and in the secondary this year and how fortifying those positions can impact the pass rush in a positive way.
All right, thanks so much, Brian. And stay tuned because next week we'll be covering the inside linebacker position to continue our top 5 position battles for 2010. We'll see you next time on Patriots Today.